At my high school, Blue Spring South, I took Chinese for about 4 years. I really wanted to do it in my career-wise, but I didn't know what I wanted to do with it exactly. It was through teaching Sunday school that I really found out that I really do like to teach, actually. It's Sunday school, of course, teaching about Bible stories and whatnot, but see those moments where they actually kind of really understand what's going on. When that moment clicks where they don't quite get it and you tell like a relevant story or you tell a interesting situation and they're like, oh, I get it, and they have that light bulb moment, as they say.
It's so hard for people to transition from being homeless to not being homeless anymore because it's such a different lifestyle. When you're homeless, you're having to survive and you're thinking about not necessarily long-term, but more of short-term. You're wondering where you're going to sleep every night and how you're going to eat, and mostly trying to protect yourself from other people, that are also homeless. And then whenever you aren't homeless anymore, you're having to learn a whole new way of surviving. Next month, am I going to be able to pay my rent? Or, learning just how to grocery shop, learning how to budget, learning how to be responsible. It's really difficult, and that's something that Synergy helps youth figure out. I was originally in Synergy's transitional living program, and part of that was attending college. It was one of the requirements of the program. I think I always wanted to go to school. I always knew it was something important since I was really young. And I still have a chemistry course I need to take, which I wasn't looking forward to, but now that I've taken botany, I'm a little bit more excited. I got married in February, and we're expecting a boy in next February. I didn't think that this would be how things would happen, but I'm really happy with it. It works for me. It works for my husband. We're happy together, and so, yeah.
When I was 14 years old, my mom committed suicide, kind of sent my world in a tailspin. When my third child was born, my brother committed suicide. So I come from a long line of family members that didn't get their lives together. So that kind of pushed me in a direction, it's time to turn your life around. And one way to do it is I made a promise to myself that when I got older and my youngest went to school, I was going to go back to school and make a difference. And I always wanted to work with children. I have a 14-year-old with Asperger's, and then I have a 4-year-old with high-functioning autism. He's on the spectrum disorder. And they're able to kind of grasp things that we kind of take for granted. Their IQs are through the roof, and they are just so smart. I know what they struggle and what they suffer through, and I know some of the trials and tribulations that they go through in school. So that kind of reinforces my desire to work with children in the education field, especially special education. I want to inspire them. I want to let them know that there is a place for everybody, and there is something that each and every one of us can do. And I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of a child saying, I'm not scared anymore.
It was just my mom. My mom was my mom and my dad. My mom always taught me how to work hard, and I had a lot of pride in that. I started working with her mowing lawns when I was 7 years old. One day in particular, I remember we'd been at a gamble store that had opened up on the square in Osceola, and I saw a BB gun that I fell in love with. The gun was $27. She said, if we can mow all 5 of these yards, you will make enough to buy that gun. And I worked so hard, and I achieved that goal, and I got that gun. I was supposed to graduate in '84. I quit school in Osceola in '85, and I went into a job and learned how to do ceramic tile. And I worked construction for about 27 years. In '97, I was injured in a construction accident. I was in a fall and became 7% disabled. 10 years after my first accident, January 17th of '07, I was injured again on a fall on the ice on steps. And this time I hurt my back really bad. The result was another 47% permanent disability. It was harder to get a job doing the things that I knew how to do. I went back to Maple Woods. Before I knew it, I was taking my compass test, and I started my college career, which I never, ever, ever thought I would do. I would like to thank everybody that's involved in this, who's made this possible. This is something that I didn't even realize was a dream for me.
I really wouldn't be here if it wasn't for those scholarships. I wouldn't be able to afford the classes here. I'd probably be doing the one class a semester thing and taking years and years and years to get an AA degree. 谢谢你 MCC Foundation Scholarships.
They showed me how to get into school and to value school and what it's going to do for my future. I mean, I'm really thankful to the donors and to Synergy for everything they've done.
You are priceless. I love you, and I cannot thank you enough for what you've given me, but not just me, what you've given all the other students. Because without your donations, without your scholarships, some of us might not be such success stories. And I'm one of those success stories because you believed in me. So please keep believing in me, and please keep believing in everyone else.